What makes Saudi Prince Salman so dangerous that he even shocked Donald Trump? From ruthless power grabs to international controversies, his bold moves have shaken the world stage. Today, we uncover the untold story behind a leader whose actions defy expectations and reshape global politics in astonishing ways. Rise of Mohammed bin Salman and his consolidation of power. Mohammed bin Salman rapidly transformed from a relatively obscure royal into Saudi Arabia's dominant political figure by seizing key positions, including crown prince and defense minister. His rise marked a departure from traditional consensus-driven rule, favoring direct control. He has centralized authority by sidelining rivals, restructuring the royal court, and controlling major economic institutions. His aggressive reforms, such as Vision 2030, aimed to reduce oil dependency but also reinforced his grip. By creating a loyal inner circle and purging dissenters, MBS ensured loyalty while projecting an image of youthful dynamism. This concentration of power broke long-standing royal protocols, alarming regional and global observers who saw his leadership style as both transformative and unpredictable, setting a new tone for Saudi governance and its future trajectory. MBS's role in regional conflicts. Mohammed bin Salman has played a central role in intensifying Middle Eastern conflicts, particularly through Saudi Arabia's military intervention in Yemen. Leading a coalition against Houthi rebels, the campaign has caused widespread humanitarian crises. His approach to Syria involves supporting opposition groups while opposing Iranian influence, aligning with his aim to counter Tehran's regional ambitions. MBS's hostility toward Iran has deepened sectarian divides and heightened proxy conflicts, causing instability across the region. His assertive foreign policy reflects an attempt to project Saudi power, but has drawn international criticism for escalating violence and prolonging conflict. Human rights abuses and suppression of dissent under MBS. Under Mohammed bin Salman's leadership, Saudi Arabia has experienced a sharp crackdown on dissent and human rights activism. Critics, journalists, and activists have been arrested and subjected to trials with limited transparency. Notable is the detention of prominent activists advocating for women's rights and freedom of expression. The government utilizes surveillance, intimidation, and forced disappearances to control opposition voices. This crackdown extends to religious minorities and intellectuals challenging social norms. While presenting a modernizing facade, these practices expose the regime's intolerance for criticism and fear of losing control, raising concerns among international human rights organizations about escalating authoritarianism under MBS's reign. The killing of Jamal Khashoggi and international reactions. The brutal murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi inside the Saudi consulate in Istanbul in 2018 triggered global outrage and intense scrutiny of Mohammed bin Salman's regime. Khashoggi, a vocal critic of the Saudi government, was assassinated in a premeditated operation, widely believed to have state backing. The incident severely damaged Saudi Arabia's international reputation, provoking harsh condemnation from governments, human rights groups, and the media. Although Riyadh denied direct involvement, multiple investigations linked the operation to high-level officials close to MBS. The scandal-strained diplomatic ties led to sanctions and forced world leaders to reevaluate their relationships with Saudi Arabia, revealing the dangerous lengths to which the regime will go to silence dissent abroad. MBS's ambitious economic reforms and Vision 2030. Mohammed bin Salman launched Vision 2030 to diversify Saudi Arabia's economy and reduce its reliance on oil revenue. This plan promotes investment in sectors such as tourism, technology, and renewable energy. MBS has pushed for modernization efforts, including increased women's workforce participation and infrastructure projects like NEOM, a futuristic megacity. These reforms aim to attract foreign investment and create jobs, shifting the kingdom toward a more sustainable economic model. However, the rapid pace and centralized execution sometimes overlook social and political implications, generating internal resistance. The success of Vision 2030 depends on maintaining stability and balancing modernization with traditional societal norms, making it a high-stakes gamble for MBS's leadership and the country's long-term prosperity. MBS's relationship with Donald Trump and U.S. policy challenges. The alliance between Mohammed bin Salman and Donald Trump reshaped U.S.-Saudi relations, marked by mutual strategic interests. Trump's administration viewed MBS as a strong partner against Iran and a driver of economic reforms. This relationship led to arms deals and diplomatic support, even amid controversies such as human rights violations. However, MBS's unpredictable actions presented diplomatic challenges for the U.S., complicating efforts to balance strategic cooperation with criticism of authoritarian practices. This partnership also highlighted tensions within U.S. policy circles, dividing opinions on whether engagement or pressure better serves American and regional interests. The royal family purges and political instability within Saudi Arabia. Mohammed bin Salman initiated extensive purges targeting influential members of the royal family, business elites, and government officials. Ostensibly framed as anti-corruption measures, these actions effectively removed potential rivals and consolidated his control. High-profile detainees were held in luxury hotels under strict guard, revealing a shift toward authoritarian tactics. These purges disrupted established power balances within the kingdom and triggered unease among traditionally powerful factions. The internal political shaking has led to questions about long-term stability, as concentrated power creates both obedience and resentment. The future risks and potential fallout of MBS's recklessness. The bold and often aggressive decisions made by Mohammed bin Salman carry significant risks for both Saudi Arabia and the wider region. His confrontational foreign policy and internal crackdowns create uncertainty about the kingdom's political and economic future. Escalating conflicts and strained diplomatic ties could isolate Saudi Arabia internationally. Economic reforms may falter if social resistance grows stronger or global market shifts undermine diversification efforts. Moreover, continued suppression of dissent could spark unrest or trigger backlash within the royal family. The volatility generated by MBS's style raises questions about succession, governance, and regional security. How these risks unfold will profoundly influence Saudi Arabia's role on the world stage and the stability of the Middle East as a whole. Thanks for joining us as we explored the controversial legacy of Saudi Prince Salman. If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into global power players. Stay curious and see you in the next video.